What is inflation? Inflation is an increase in the price of goods and services in general. When prices go up, the number of goods that a person can buy with a certain amount of money decreases. For example, if someone has 10 ringgit, so he can afford to buy 5 bars of chocolate. However, the next day, with 10 ringgit, he can only afford to buy 3 bars of chocolate. This is what we call inflation. There is 5 types of inflation that we should know. First, creeping inflation or soft inflation means prices are increased by 3% or less per year. Second, ongoing inflation is an intensive or destructive type of inflation, typically from 3% to 10%. Third, soaring inflation occurs when inflation rises to 10% and more, where it brings problems to the national economy. Fourth, hyperinflation occurs when prices jump by more than 50% per month. Lastly, the fundamental of inflation rate. This measures inflationary pressure in economy. This type of inflation will eventually increase if there's no economic turmoil, supply shocks, price changes, or other unpredictable disruption.
I will present about background of Turkey country. Turkey's current population is 86,185,377 people as of Sunday, July 17, 2020, according to World Meter interpretation of the most recent United Nations data. Turkey's population is equivalent to 1.08% of the world's total. Turkey's nominal GDP ranked at 957.5 billion in 2013, placing it 16th in the world, while its nominal GDP per capita peaked at 12,489, place it 64. The falling value of the Turkish lira, particularly during the 2018 until 2022 Turkish currency and debt crisis, has had a substantial impact on the country's recent reduction in USD-based nominal GDP estimates. In the early 2020, high inflation remains a challenge. Turkey's main economic sector is agriculture. Agriculture is an important element of the Turkish economy, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry is in charge of it. Aside from that, the industrial sector, consumer electronics and home appliance, textile and clothing, motor vehicles and automotive products, multiple unit trains, locomotives and wagons, defense industry, science and technology, and steel iron industry are all part of the industrial sector. Following that, the construction and contracting sectors. The Turkish building and contracting sector is comprised of numerous firms, the largest of which is ranked 40th in the world in the terms of size. The last one is service sector. Transportation, communications, tourism, banking and finance, and healthcare are all examples of service industry.
This pie chart is about data of inflation and unemployment during COVID-19 by 2019, 2020 and 2021. For inflation rate, this pie chart shows consumer price index for 2019 is 15.46%. Next, CPI for 2020 is 12.26%, and CPI for 2021 is 19.43%. This pie chart shows that the highest rate of inflation in Turkey is in year of 2021 by 41%. Meanwhile, for unemployment rate pie chart shows that unemployment rate in 2019 is 13.70%. Next for 2020 is 13.15%, and unemployment rate for 2021 is 11.98%. This pie chart shows that the highest rate of unemployment in Turkey is in year 2019 by 35%. The Consumer Price Index is used to calculate the inflation. The CPI in 2019 is 15.46%. Based on the pie chart of inflation rate, 2019 is the second highest rate by 33%. Next, in 2020, the highest CPI is 12.26%. The lowest rate is only 26%. Lastly, for 2021, the highest CPI is 19.43%. It means the highest rate of inflation in Turkey is in year of 2021 by 41%. The main factor of inflation that can be clearly seen in 2019 to 2021 that has big impact in the Turkish economy is changes in oil prices as the oil demand is increases. The prices of oil in 2019 is in consistent increase since 2017. In 2020, when the pandemic of COVID-19 happened, the price of oil is decreasing to a level of 15. Eventually, in 2021 and to 2022, the price of oil is extremely increasing. Furthermore, a rise in manufacturing cost raises the overall level of pricing. Thus, it's raising the CPI in the period of 2010 to 2021 in the Turkish economy. Unemployment refers to those who are jobless yet actively seeking for a job. During COVID-19 pandemic season, the type of unemployment that is commonly increased at this time is cyclical unemployment. The unemployment rate in Turkey for 2019 is 13.70% by 4,469,000 total of unemployed people. The rate in 2020 is 13.15% by 4,061,000 people. Next, for 2021, the unemployment rate is 11.98%. Based on the data of unemployment rate during COVID-19 2019 until 2021, it shows that the highest rate of unemployment is in the year of 2019 by 35% based on the data pie chart. The statistic distribution of employment by sectors in 2019 until 2021 include agriculture, industry, services, and construction sectors. This statistic data shows the increasing and decreasing of employment in the year of 2019 until 2021. It is unintentionally present the sectors of increasing and decreasing of unemployment in Turkey by shows that the highest unemployment of services and agriculture sectors is in the year of 2021, while for construction and industry sectors is in the year of 2019.
How to overcome the problem? According to statistics from around the world, as of April 23, 2020, the new coronavirus COVID-19 had infected over 2.7 million people and killed over 190,000. COVID-19, which was first discovered in China at the end of 2019, quickly spread over the world and among the people in impacted countries. In terms of its influence on public health and national health systems, COVID-19 also has a wider microeconomic influence, principally as a result of changes in supply and demand brought on by the implementation of preventative measures. Different countries, including Turkey, have often seen rising unemployment or declining incomes, decreased supply of goods, and commensurate price hikes. The way to measure the problem of inflation, which we can use the fiscal policies. It refers to the use of government taxation and government expenditure to influence the economy, such as contractionary policy is used to control inflation by reducing aggregate demand. Thus, in fiscal policy, there are two tools that must implement to decrease the problem, which are increase in taxes and decrease in government spending. Other than that, the way to solve the problem of unemployment, we can use either monetary policy or fiscal policy. Monetary policy has four types of tools, which are open market operation, reduce the reserve ratio, interest rate, and discount rate. While for fiscal policies are referring to the practice of influencing the economy through government spending and taxation. Taxes are lower when you are unemployed. The cost of people's consumption will rise if taxes are reduced. A rise in consumer demand will encourage additional investment, which will lead to an increase in unemployment. In conclusion, most economies are being impacted by the pandemic since both supply and demand are declining. The decrease in supply is caused by two factors. First, the majority of non-essential sectors have been compelled to close, further reducing production. Second, affected individuals will leave the labor force and are unable to contribute to production.